Hi, this is the first video in the data analysis using Python series. In this video, I'm going to talk about how to download Python and install Python in your system. I'm sure most of you would be very comfortable when doing that, but for people who do not know, I'm just going to give a brief introduction. Okay, in order to do that, simply do a Google search, download Python. The first link that you would be getting is the python.org link that you can see on my screen, and when you go there, you will be getting Python 3.7.1, which is the latest one. Okay, Python 3.7.1. Of course, this version will obviously change over time, but it's good to install the Python 3 point series than Python 2 point series. So download the latest version from there, and once it gets downloaded, you simply have to follow the instructions to install. Okay, so it's very easy, and once that's done, you will have this icon appearing on the desktop of yours. You can also start from your start menu, and from there you can start using Python. It's so simple. So I would highly recommend you to install Jupyter. So Jupyter is another type of Python IDE or notebook, so to say, which is much more easier to write computer programs, or do Python programming, than the basic version of Python, and it's also very easy for the beginners. So how do we then download Jupyter? Okay, if we really want to download Jupyter and use Jupyter instead of the basic version of Python for data analysis or other type of Python programming, you simply do a Google search, download, let's say, Jupyter. So the first link that you would get is jupyter.org, from where you can download Jupyter. So I've already this link. So here, if you go there, it provides you some guidelines as to how you can download Jupyter. But what it strongly recommend is that you should download Jupyter from Anaconda distribution. Okay, so it's Anaconda is a project where they have Jupyter as well as other very useful packages for data analysis, data science, scientific computing, and so on. So when you download Python from Anaconda distribution, you would be getting Jupyter Notebook by default. Apart from that, you will be getting quite a number of packages in default. So you don't have to install packages every now and then. So I would highly, for beginners, I will highly recommend you to download Anaconda, and then use that as a tool for data analysis. So this is the Anaconda web link. In fact, directly also you can do a Google search and get here, and then download. Okay, once you complete the download, simply follow the instructions while installing, and it's going to take some time to install. And once it is installed, simply go to a start menu and type Jupyter, and click on it, click on the icon, and the Jupyter notebook will open on your browser. Okay, so that's one peculiarity about Jupyter, that it runs on the browser, and this is how the Jupyter notebook looks like. So it's pretty simple and straightforward to understand. So you see, there are these cells where you can write your programs and then run. Like I'm printing hello world here. Okay, I'm printing something else also, that's okay. Just hi, let's say, it prints hi. I can add two numbers, and it gives the sum of the two numbers. Okay, so it's as simple as that. If you want a new cell, you simply click here, it's going to give you another new cell. You want to delete a cell, click over here, you can delete a cell. Okay, you want to hide the output, just double click over here, it's going to hide the output. If you really want to save your work for future use, save here and save in one of the place on your system. If a stuck, go to kernel and you can interrupt the kernel, and you can restart the kernel and so on. You can download Jupyter notebook in various forms. You go to file, then download. You can download as a IPython notebook, as a Python file, as HTML file, and even those who are more into publishing, they can download as a latex or a PDF, and so on. So there are various forms using which you can download the code that you have written on the Python, on the Jupyter notebook. The good thing about Jupyter notebook is that you don't have to install quite important libraries needed for data analysis, like your pandas, numpy, scikit-learn, and so on. So these come by default. You don't have to install separately. So in this particular series, we will learn quite a bit about data analysis, and we'll be using Jupyter Notebook. You can of course write whatever code I'm going to write on Jupyter Notebook on the basic version of Python, or any other type of Python IDE that you like. You can run this code and see the results by yourself. That's not going to be an issue at all. So I'm going to stop here, and from next video onwards we'll see the different types of data analysis that we can do using Python.